and online, WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. We're having ourselves a good day. We've got the double sevens right now out at the airport. 77 degrees, 76 here at Radio Center. Downtown Midland, they're pressing 80 degrees right now. Downtown Bay City is looking at 76 degrees as well. We have a real light southeast breeze, maybe about 5, 6, 7 miles per hour. Barometer falling off just a little bit at 30.22, but that's no big problem. The high pressure system that's influencing our weather has moved a little bit further to the east right now over the Pennsylvania area, eastern sections of Pennsylvania, and another high pressure system, which right now is located south of New Orleans down in the Gulf. So the two of them working together are keeping a good part of the eastern half of the continental United States above average on the temperatures and below average as far as the moisture is concerned. It seems like it's feast or famine when it comes to precipitation. Right now, we're looking at a low pressure system, which is over the Dakotas and Minnesota. The Red River Valley is where we call it. And they're experiencing quite a bit of precipitation. As a matter of fact, it's been downright wet for that part of the continental United States, and planting has been practically nothing to speak of as far as a lot of things go, including the sugar beets. They are really behind in the Red River Valley when it comes to putting the beets in. We're behind where we were last year. But when you factor in over the last 10 years or so, we're pretty much right on schedule as far as sugar beet planting goes. What's going to be happening over the next 24 hours? Those two high pressures are going to continue to dominate our weather, drive those temperatures up, drive back the possibility of precipitation. For the most part, you couldn't really find too many, if any, locations that picked up more than 1/10 of an inch of rain yesterday, and the vast majority of them are looking at practically nothing in the way of moisture traces is what we saw from a lot of our reporting stations. Soil temperatures continuing to climb at the 2-inch level right now. We're looking at soil temperatures in the low to mid 50s, ideal when it comes to planting probably anything as of right now. What's going to be happening is much needed precipitation is in the forecast for a lot of us. Many farmers, of course, have been able to get in the fields and get some work done. Wouldn't hurt really to get a little bit of rain. And later on Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, that's what we're looking at when it comes to our weather forecast. So what are we looking at right now? A projected high temperature of 87 with mostly sunny skies, a few high clouds as we go into the afternoon, but nothing to really hinder the sunlight. We're beginning to see some UV levels really climbing. So one thing we haven't talked a lot about, and quite frankly, we haven't had the weather to talk about it, UV levels, especially if you're working outside. For those of you that our skin is a little sensitive, might be a very good idea to make sure that you protect that skin, because right now we are really rolling into a time where you can get burned quite easily if you do get burned easily. For those of us that have been working outside for quite a while, we're not as subject to burns, but still you have to be a little bit careful and be discreet because that sun, albeit still another month before it reaches its peak, it's still pretty warm out there. Partly cloudy skies tonight, a low 59. Sun will set this evening at 8:51. Rise tomorrow morning at 6:14. More in the way of sun tomorrow and more in the way of temperatures in that upper 80-degree range. A low pressure system tomorrow will be over, actually north of Lake Superior. And there will be a front attached to it that runs from the western part of the UP all the way down to the Texas Panhandle. That has been the dividing line. That line has been wiggling back and forth, which is the reason why we did see some precipitation. That warm front is what it is, was a little bit closer to us here in the central part of the state, but now it's wiggled back up to the northwest, so it's not really hindering our weather at all in the lower peninsula. So the warm front will be inching ever so slowly to the east during the day tomorrow. 88 will be our high, 61 will be our low. Then as we move into the day on Saturday, we'll start off with partly to mostly sunny skies. Once again, those temperatures will be right around 80, 81, 82 degrees. Clouds will be moving in as we go through the day on Saturday, coming from the northwest, moving to the southeast. We will be looking at a southwesterly wind on Saturday, but it's not going to be very strong, only about 5, 6, 7 miles per hour. The wind directions here today and tomorrow are pretty much from the south. So if you're going to be doing any spraying, any applications, just be aware of the fact that you will have a south breeze, but it's not going to be very strong, if strong at all, 10, 12, 13 miles per hour, and that's going to be it. Now, the chances of precipitation will increase dramatically late in the day on Saturday, Saturday night, and early Sunday morning. Right now, it doesn't look like the chances of precipitation will be all that great on Sunday. There will be a chance either real early in the morning, but a little bit more so late in the day on Sunday, Sunday night, of seeing another chance of some precipitation. But there will be a high pressure system on Sunday over eastern Tennessee. So we're going to keep our eye on the possibility of precipitation on Sunday. It very possibly might diminish here within the next 24 hours to 48 hours as far as the weather forecast goes. One thing is for sure, Sunday again is going to be quite a bit above average, upper 70s, 78, 79, not out of the question at all. A little bit better chance of precipitation on Sunday night. There will be some clouds, there will be some showers, but then after midnight, things will clear off on Sunday night. That's why it's real iffy right now as to what we might see. 52 for a low on Sunday night. Then on Monday, partly cloudy skies, chance of showers again as we move into the later afternoon and the evening hours. A little bit cooler on Monday, 52 for a high, 46 for a low. Then Tuesday and Wednesday will be in the mid to upper 60s both days. Nighttime lows right around 42, 43, 44. Temperature trends are beginning to adjust again. We were looking at the possibility of below average temperatures once we moved into the period of right around the 17th, 18th. Well, now from the 17th through the 25th, our temperatures will be at, if not actually above average. The precipitation trend is going to average out above average. So if you are going to be planting and you need a little bit more time to get more work done, the window is still open. That window should be open not only today, but also tomorrow, and I think a good part of Saturday before we begin to get into some iffy situations with chances of precipitation. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Oh, by the way, incidentally, back in 2020, not last year, but the year before, we had a hard freeze here in the Great Lakes Bay Area. The record low on this date was set initially in 1939. It was tied in 1946. And then in 2020, we dropped down to 29 degrees. A year ago, our high was 66 and our low was 38. But again, over on the west side of the state, they had temperatures hovering right around the freezing mark. Weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. Melinda Sweeney comes up right after this.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soy,
today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Risk management, that's what it's all about. And the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency is ready to help you cope with whatever Mother Nature's going to throw at you here during the summer season. Get a hold of them today and get that management technique figured out. Remember, they are licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Their agents can be reached directly on their cell for questions or emergencies, or you can call the office at 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. We say good morning to Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. What are the markets doing to us today, Melinda?
Good morning. We're kind of mixed ahead of the WASD report here. Corn is up 4, beans are up 12, and wheat are up 11 currently.
What are we looking at as far as that report goes? What are some of the figures? What are we anticipating right now?
Well, it is the first look at the new crop supply and demand for 22-23. There are some talk that the USDA might change yield, but they haven't done that since 2013. But they've thrown some curveballs at us this year, so nothing surprises me at the moment. So really, we're looking at the supply and demand and what what their first production number is for this coming harvest.
So at this stage of the game on the board at the Andersons, what do we have?
We have a 732 on nearby corn. New crop corn is 685. Nearby beans 1575. New crop beans 1417. Nearby wheat 1038. New crop red wheat $10.23, and new crop white wheat is $10.43.
You've been doing a little traveling around. What are you seeing right now? Are farmers getting some work done?
Yeah, I would say so. Northern part got a little bit of rain yesterday, so it wasn't quite ideal, but I feel like majority of my guys are all in the field at some variation of it.
Did you hear, as far as amount of precipitation goes for our northern group, any amounts that you're aware of?
Anywhere from 1 to 3 inches in the hour it rained, so not necessarily ideal. It just wet the pavement in Bay City, and that was more like the Twining Turner area up to Posen, but I feel like it was kind of sporadic.
Yeah, it sure sounds that way. Well, fortunately for a lot of us, we didn't get that much. That would have a way of crusting those sugar beets real quick, wouldn't it?
Definitely would.
Melinda, you take care. Have a nice one, okay?
Thanks, you too.
You bet. Over to Oppenheimer we go with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Steiner Tractor Parts. You know, they know and they understand that your tractor very possibly is a hobby, your passion, your livelihood, or even your legacy for the next generation. Steiner Tractor, they share your enthusiasm for these antique machines, and they know that you want to keep them running. That's why they take their job personally at Steiner Tractor Parts, because they understand how your life and job both stop if your tractor stops running. They can take care of it for you, and it's easy to do. 800-234-3280, that's the number, or go to steinertractor.com. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Well, Melinda Sweeney said curveballs. We got any curveballs, knuckleballs? What are we looking at right now?
Oh, got knuckleheads.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because the Supreme Knucklehead called off the auction for oil and gas drilling rights in Alaska. So that helps push prices up higher. So I don't know, but that's what's going on there.
When did he do that?
Just today.
Today. Man.
Yeah. You know, what the heck? Might as well stick it to you. You know, if you're not gonna like me, I'm just gonna continue to punish you until you like me better. But
yeah, and then when you want to get reelected or something, then just open it up, right? Yeah. Then you're a hero.
Well, the Trump Hotel sold in Washington, D.C. for $375 million. They're going to rename it the Waldorf Astoria. I think that name's been used before, but anyway. PPI came in at 11% over last year. That's pretty high for a 1-year gainer, so that's pretty ugly. And the Senate's voting to reconfirm Powell as chief of the Fed, so they just want to keep stability over ability, and so that's what we're dealing with today. They're going to talk about that at 1:45 today. All right, so here's your numbers. Everything in grains is higher today, so is crude oil. Precious metals not so hot today. So here they are. The July corn is 7.92 1/4, up 3 3/4. December corn is 7.40 1/4, up 4 1/2. September of 23 corn is 6.74 3/4, up 2 3/4. July soybeans 16.14 3/4, up 8 cents. November soybeans 14.74 1/2, up 2 1/4. In November of 23 soybeans 13.68 3/4, down 7 cents. July wheat is 11.22 1/4, up 9 1/4. December wheat is 11.30 3/4, up 8 1/4. And July of 23 wheat is 10.56, up 2 3/4. Crude oil is 104.94, up 91 cents. Heating oil is 3.74 1/4, that's down 1.2 cents. Gasoline is 3.77 1/2, up 9 cents. Natural gas is 7.71 1/2, that's down 1 1/4 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you 130.32 at the border, that's up 39 ticks. The yen, the U.S. dollar gets you 128.25. That's way down, 172 ticks down. The euro is 103.96, that's down 115 ticks. The dollar, 104.53, up 68 ticks. Gold is at $1835.40, down $18.30. Silver's $20.91, down 66.5 cents. Platinum's getting really pummeled, $943.70, down $46.10. It's all about the dollar. It's all about the PPI and, of course, the Fed's reaction to it coming up in 3-4 weeks, whenever their meeting is in June.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Memorial Day right around the corner, so we can expect gas prices to go up, right?
I'm going to say $4.75 anyway.
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. I'm going for the low blend right now, I'll tell you.
Going for a staycation. Jeez.
I think a few more of us than I care to think are going to be doing that. Doug, you take care, all right?
Yep, you do.
Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Joining me right now, I've got Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Craig, good morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Terry. We're doing well.
Good. An anniversary of sorts today. Not a real nice anniversary, but passing of the torch at the Rummel Agency. You want to tell us a little bit more about it?
Well, you're right, Terry. It's not a fun anniversary. It was exactly 1 year ago today that Greg Rummel lost his battle with pancreatic cancer. So we're celebrating Greg's life today in kind of a little unusual way. He was a big fan of the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich.
Really?
So if you're out and about today, stop and grab one and think of Greg while you get it.
Hey, there you go. They are good. Almost as good as their fries.
Almost, yeah. We've got a bunch of coworkers and even family and friends are doing that today. So folks want to join in it with us, that'd be great.
Isn't that something? Now, we alluded to it here when we were talking to Doug Klein about Memorial Day holiday coming up. And, of course, a lot of things happening there. Let's talk a little bit about trailers today.
Right, Terry. You know, the trailers of all sorts and sizes are coming out of the sheds and barns for use for the summer, whether it's campers, trailers to haul the ATVs, motorcycles, dirt boats, whatever. And there's always a lot of confusion about the coverage for a trailer. So if you have any doubt, please call your agent, because most of the time there is not automatic coverage for trailers. And that's where the confusion comes in. There are some occasions where there is, but the majority of the time you need to list that trailer to have the proper coverage for it.
Now, we're talking what size trailers? I mean, are there different policies for different sizes?
No, not really. It's just the size does come in when the common theory is that the vehicle towing the trailer supplies the coverage to it. That is only correct when it's a small single axle utility type trailer. Anything that holds more than 2,000 pounds, even if it is a single axle, will need to be on your policy as a separate item.
Okay, so the old snowmobile trailer where it held one or maybe two, just a little trailer, 2,000 pounds or less, the vehicle should cover that.
Yep, it covers it for liability. It won't cover it for actual damage. But if you get tangled up in an accident and that involves a lawsuit with that trailer, that the vehicle coverage will provide the lawsuit protection. It will not provide the repair to the trailer.
Very good. Good information. Craig, you take care. Have a good day, okay?
We will, Terry. Enjoy that sandwich.
I sure will. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Jerry Samolsky joins us in a moment.
Hi, this is Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick Ambassador. Right now I'm looking out the window at 5 rows of brand new Chevy Silverado pickups. That's right, over 40 brand new 2022 Chevy pickups, and every one of them is on sold. They tell us that the chip shortage isn't over yet, but at the Cook GM Superstore, we've got the most trucks we've had at any one time in 2 years. And right now you can lease one starting at $368 a month. And yes, that's a loaded four-wheel drive crew cab, just $368. And this month, the lease on a Chevy Blazer starts at only $206 a month. Unfortunately, we don't have 5 rows of Blazers, so contact us so we can tell you what and when they'll get here. And more good news is that Sign and Drive is back on Chevy Equinoxes. That means sign up and drive away. We'll make your first payment. Get out today. That's the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on GM employee and family lease. $28.18 on Blazer, $29.15 on Silverado due at signing. Call or visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's V-Set, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. A whole lot of planting going on in the farm fields. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. A lot of planting in the front and the backyard, too. And I bet you got a plant of the week this week. What is it?
We do, Terry. It's the one you love the name of. It's Deutzia. And like most other plants we have, Deutzia has a lot of varieties. There's slender Deutzia that's upright, maybe to 3 feet. There's Deutzia Lemoynes, which can get up to 6 and 8 feet. They're called pom-pom Deutzia. And then there's a spreading lower Nico Deutzias and Yuki Cherry Blossom that are in the 12 to 18-inch height and spreading. They're going to bloom real soon. They bloom easily. They're consistent bloomers. It's an old-fashioned plant, and now we've got some newer varieties, but a great plant, very hardy, zone 4 hardy, easy to care for, wide range of adaptability. It's a great plant. Everybody should have a Deutzia.
And you've got them at the nursery?
We do. And Terry, usually when I say Deutzia, you say Gesundheit.
That's an old joke. I was going to say,
Yes,
isn't that the title of a Phil Collins song?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's Susu Studio. Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Yeah. Yep. We're open, Terry, Saturday 9 to 2, weekdays 9 to 5.
You take care. Have a good one, Jerry.
You betcha. Beautiful day. Get out and enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, it sure is. Steve Anderson is next.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Let's take a look at the New York market, see what's going on there. Steve Anderson with Baird & Company joining me right now. Steve, what do we have?
Well, we've got red ink to a pretty good degree here, I fear. We've got the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 331 points at 31,504, volumes 550 million shares. The NASDAQ's down 55 points at 11,309. Volume there is 669 million shares. Locally, more red than green. Caterpillar 201.50, down 384. Deere 360.61, down 342. CMS 67.76, down 82. Dow 66.10, down 71. DuPont 63.12, down 26. Corteva 53.19, down 27. GM 35.69, down 159. Trinzio 41.49, down 218. Walmart 148.66, up $1. Home Depot 289.13, up 6.17. Huntington Bank is 12.72, down 6, and AT&T is down 9 cents at 19.52.
Steve, you have a great day, okay?
I will. You do the same. Thank you very much.
You betcha. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ray from Begic Nursery and Garden Center in Bay City. It's time to get outside and do some gardening. You can't beat the fresh air, healthy exercise, and bountiful fresh food from your own garden. You'll find thousands of healthy annuals in every color of the rainbow. Vegetable plants for your garden, indoor foliage, hanging baskets, beautiful combination planters, and flowering plants. Spring is a great time to plant new trees. At Begic's, you'll find one-of-a-kind trees, shrubs, and evergreens, potted shade trees, flowering trees, potted shrubs and evergreens, potted rose bushes, and the greatest variety of perennials ready to plant, providing you with vibrant colors and beautiful blooms. Begic's has the perfect seed for your lawn. Whether it's seeding, reseeding, or just patching spots, we carry a variety of seed in bulk so we can weigh out just what you need for your yard. We're well supplied with potting soil and Dairy Dew organic fertilizers for your lawn and garden. From patio to yard and garden, we'll see you at Begic Nursery and Garden Center this week on M84, 1 mile east of I-75, west side Saginaw Road, Bay City.
We now conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.